Are you an overthinker? Are you someone that procrastinates a lot? Are you someone that makes up scenarios in your head thinking you have accomplished something, and then you realize that you've just been spiraling in your thoughts and going absolutely nowhere? Does that sound like your New Year's resolution in 2023 and you haven't made any progress? I started this YouTube channel. I gave it the name Life Behind the Reels back in 2021. I had picked out the channel name, the link was secured, had a nice profile picture of me in the gym. And at that time, I was going to execute on this vision I had, but I wasn't confident in my execution because I didn't plan it and the vision wasn't completely aligned. Keeping in mind that I moved from California to Nevada, Las Vegas in 2022. At 2021, I was in Silicon Valley. And I kid you not, I probably interviewed close to 100 companies, startups, venture capitalists, banking, financial institutions. And if you recall, right after COVID, 2021 was just a boom in hiring, even 22 just for the first half of the year at least. And which is how I got my job in fintech, financial technology, and then moved. That allowed me to leave and work remotely. I just got myself caught up in a spiral, but I was still taking action in other areas and facets of my life. But the meantime is what was bothering me for 3 years, over 3 years, is that I had this amazing concept, a business idea. I mean, forget about business idea. I just had a passion sitting on the shelf. And where am I going to go with this? I had already told a couple of my close friends then, my brother, that this is what I'm going to do, and then nothing ever happened. And so there goes that old saying, right? Don't announce your plan until you execute. So I was almost there, but nobody gives you awards for second place or almost there. And so here I am in 2023, Q4 last year, I executed. Starting my channel in Q4 2023, which is last year, I was trying to find momentum to take into 2024, but I couldn't find it because I still wasn't convinced that I was that guy. I felt like an imposter, if that makes sense. I wasn't confident on camera. I was sounding shaky. I lacked confidence. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have the vision that I have now. And in my mind, I've already made it, and I see myself as a finished product. Not even a finished product, but I see myself where I want to go. That vision is so powerful. It's like pulling me and I can't stop the force. That feeling has just amplified these last few months. I was in Miami 2 months ago, and sometimes it takes a trip like that. Sometimes it takes a trip like that for you to break out of a rut or a thought pattern that was holding you back. As I sat on the beach, I thought about, do I really want to be here? Do I really, well, I wanted to be in Miami, but do I really want to be stuck in this position and not executing on my side hustle, my dream that actually could become my main hustle? And so then I came back. I still had the negative thoughts. I had the limiting beliefs. If you see my timeline after mid-May, I came back and dropped that video, the Miami video, my first time in South Beach, Miami. And after that, I haven't really looked back. The growth is slow. I'm not in a hurry to be the next best thing or hit it big overnight. None of that is my goal. What I realize is how much I love doing this. When I press record and I'm able to talk this way and just hopefully you're finding value and meaning behind this, that, you know, showing up is difficult, ladies and gentlemen. And I think you know this, right? For all of you doing this and giving this a shot and have been doing it way before me, especially the young ones, right? Gen Zs especially, and even younger. You guys have figured it out, and hats off to you, like those specific ones that have made it. Y'all put me to shame. Like, what have I been doing, you know? And so I have all this knowledge and experiences, life experiences, and I've been sitting on it, and now that I found a consistent habit, you know, I am producing. I am knocking out content and trying to figure out the pieces of the puzzle as you go. And the thing is that I think what we're scared of a lot of times is that We want to control the process rather than, hear me out, we try to control the process often rather than having the process guide us. And so you gotta make mistakes along the way. Where we get caught up is we overthink too much. We create scenarios and situations in our head that doesn't exist. 4th of July, baby, can you hear the fireworks going off? But we create scenarios in our head that don't exist. And a lot of the heat, a lot of the pressure, the delusion or illusion, whatever, however you see it, is in your head. But you got to be that delusional about your success. That's it. You have to be that delusional about your success. Like, if you have started, that's half the battle, and you are on your way. And I tell myself this. So affirmations is very important. And a lot of people just cannot execute and get started on their plan of attack, executing on their dreams. You know, turning on a camera and just being able to talk is freedom. Yes, love it, love it. Fireworks are going off, folks. I'm going to be home right before the grand finale. I didn't go out today because it's super hot in Vegas. Got up to 115. Right now it's 102. No sun, obviously, but there's a lot of tourists, a lot of things going on. I don't like to be in packed crowds too much. And frankly, I didn't want to party tonight. I'll party over the weekend. I'm celebrating my birthday on Saturday. It's actually next Tuesday, but I'm celebrating it on Saturday. Less touristy. Vegas is always tourist though. Like, you're always going to have people, right? But it's just July 4th is something else. Holiday season in Vegas is something else. So I actually chose to sacrifice a little bit myself here and continue with my rhythm and not overthinking the fact that this is a routine. This is how I show up. This is what I need to do in order for me to show up for the world and to help anyone. I have to help myself. So this is manners. Having good manners about your habits, right? So for me, what are those pillars? I think you may know by now. If you're new to the channel, those pillars are intermittent fasting, walking religiously every day, nutrition. That's it. It's that simple, right? You know, I have a disciplined approach to life, and if those habits are dialed in, my decisions tend to kind of sort of happen automatically. Like, sometimes, you know, big decisions require long walks. Some important decisions require long walks, right? Some critical thinking, analysis. If you have a tough decision to make, instead of overthinking, these decisions for me get made here during my walk. That's basically the plan of execution. That's how I attack. It's not really that complicated. So, yep, I know. But stay focused. If you're paralyzed by overthinking, you know, you cannot make that decision, I encourage you to just go out. Meaning, go out and get a good, nice walk in. Whether it's in the evening, whether it's in the nighttime, but I think it unlocks something in you. Walking is so therapeutic. It opens up the brain. It expands the brain. It expands the mind to think outside of your computer screen, to look away from your phone. You're not looking at your television. You're not stuck on your couch stagnant with your blood not circulating. That's why I think you need to leave your home and just go for a long walk. And whatever decisions you were struggling with, it's going to come together. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a lifestyle. So if you notice, I have shown up almost every day to record a video with you, with my audience, whoever's watching, but also to keep myself accountable. Not only am I breathing, not only am I getting exercise, I'm testing my lungs, but I'm holding this damn gimbal, which is like a dumbbell, for nearly 4 miles, by the way. 3 miles of me just talking. Still relatively a small channel, but I know that when I was at ground zero, it's very intimidating to start with nothing underneath you, no foundational. If you look at most successful people, if you look at the people who are on top and make it look easy, just remember, and I tell myself this, they all started at ground zero. Everyone's starting point is ground zero. It's how quickly you can execute and move away from that ground zero, from the beginning point. And the beginning is going to be tough, as in any diet, maybe taking your first 1,000 steps, 500 steps, or maybe just 10 steps. Anything you start is going to be difficult. What's worse is not starting at all, right? So this, in my opinion, is the cure for overthinking and just ruminating thoughts. Get out there, walk, get your steps in, and do some fasting. Okay? You know how this goes? Mamba out.